boxes are taken out, and UTFT are on a burner.
It's August, they're the duo that's last alive, I think, if I'm correct. I think it's August who are last, and they are! They're gonna do it! Let's go, August, let's go! I think we get a chance going in the chat for sure, but it should be a matter of time before UTFT clean up this. Genji's gonna find the first, but listen, we flamed them, but finally, in the final game of the day, August, they take home a second spot. Now, can they continue the 1 kill a day average? That's all I care about.
I'm just checking and looking, seeing UTFT all red shields, and I'm shaking my head at that idea. I don't think they're getting another kill on the board. It's just a game of hide and seek, but you know, this one feels biased. You know when you play those type of games?
I made a little grid around them. I love that Milo. Oh, so much damage inflicted. In fact, so close to knocking them down.
It was shot broken.
Oh, Milo, you go for an aggressive play, but it's taken down in the action. Combo does fall. Breaker very low. Kipper as well, needing to shield up. Oh, and that is so unfortunate. Drops right into the Hellhounds.
I couldn't really think of a worse place to drop if they wanted Murky. They think this is the perfect time to apply the pressure, and teams are trying to shield.
5 more points from that alone, but it all comes down to this. Ascend in a 3v3 fight here against a squad that's going to be damaged but has a ton to work with. Taylor and the boys need to somehow clutch this up.
But esports now having to play off the low ground right here on center, making their way closer together. They're playing off of the middle of the heat cannon, but Ascend get the first knock here. They have the advantage. Foot get taken out, and Ascend are your first winners. It looks like...
Там физы схватит, не терпитесь. Ебаные дам.
A great performance in this last game, but unfortunately for him, this is going to be the end of the road. Surely he does a lot of damage. He does a huge amount of damage. He's giving him the... Oh, what the on earth are you doing, Nocturnal? That's illegal.
I mean, he goes out with very much a bang there. And he does some incredible hit firing that I have not seen in quite some time in my lifetime of playing Apex Legends, but alas, they always surprise me, these pros. Anyway, 4 squads remaining. Bronzy goes down. It's Guard again doing the damage from right of this
Game, and they're getting exactly that. 3 kills as a team, and they're looking to take home a first place finish. 3 squads remain. I think Atlanta Premier is one of them, alongside Dark Zero and NRG.
See what they end up doing. The Energy holding on to the high ground right now. Dark Zero losing out on Jen. Still members of Dark Zero up and alive with 3 squads remaining, like you were mentioning before. They get taken out. Now Energy Sweep playing up on the back end. What is Energy gonna do against a squad that is rotating outside of Skyhook?
Yeah, it's gonna be, I think Atlanta Premier is the last squad here. They're, oh my god, what a name!
This is dinner.
I mean, Kinder found a kill as well, so things are looking very, very good for Murky, and now they've started to fall a little bit flat. Mythic causing problems. The spray coming through as well. The zone's their back rate. Not going to help. The third party coming through, trying to re-engage, trying to take aggression. That's a great knock. Looking for more as well, but it's going to be problematic. It's a Mastiff on the other side, which is going to cause further issues, and it is a messy engagement, which is
that ring again getting smaller, forcing these players together even further. You can start to see there is some kills coming out. There is some knocks being brought forward for French. Now's the time to pop the battery, but maybe there's a team hot on the hills trying to get invested here.
Does he want to use the drone is the question, and probably not in that situation. All alone there. Wingman in hand, just trying to stay alive, right? When you're in that position where it's kind of a 1 versus 3, right? Just try and see if you can survive a couple of these third parties. This is getting dicey. Cal needs to be collected. Back up. Best coming through. Arcstar coming online. Great spray coming through, but a lot of damage being dealt as French. Very, very low when it comes towards the armor. Rotates away back round, and nice beams are coming through. A lot of damage being dealt as Demo's going to fight on 3. Yet 1 more as well as French will finish off Nick. Huge couple of kills. A res should come online, or so I say. As another fight comes through and the third party causes issue. Look at Rousey just underneath, staying alive for a week.
Erect a statue of Zeus somewhere, then it would look more godly. But other than that, this is about as godly as it gets. They're going to have to rotate into them. And the brilliant thing is they rotated here intentionally to try and force a sandwich situation that they weren't going to be the meat. They weren't going to be involved in that. They knew that Chets had locked that building in. They knew that Gang Gang has a static comp with their Watson, so they're going to lock in easy peasy. So instead, they just move ahead of the issue and they say, we can play this patient. We murdered enough people in the first half of the game. We're getting good kill score. Now we want a placement.
Chets Esports don't still continuing well.
Prepping for a rotation. But they have found another fight. They're going to bring down Rousey. Black Hole's going to be thrown out. Open the door and come on out to play. We'll drag one in for the Arcstar boom 4. And Cat Jam will be cleaned up in such a magnificent fashion.
That's well, when Genji, like you mentioned, playing the Griefer at the moment, he's going to confirm one of the kills. And well, for the side of Gang, they want to try and clean up the side of Chet's as quickly as possible. That is going to have happened, but now they turn their attentions to the side of UTFT. I think I did see a shield crack on one of the players. However, there is a big old distance and a lot of lava that separates these two sides.
Oh, and this is the Greek getting to him. They wanted to subtly third party with just one member. It looks like the Horizon might be in a bit of a pickle here. To tax.
Right, but KP, it's safe to say the least, UTFT, boy oh boy, can they show up when they want to.
Yeah, I think UTFT, it fits actually with August at the end. It stands for U2 Frag 2. Right, so because like they're fragging everyone, to be honest, throughout this. I love the Maggie switch up. UTFT, you see it here as we get the first glimpse of them in this game using it, just ambushing Cat Jam, and then the BMs come through. They catch Chet waiting for a train that's never coming, my love, and they clean them up. The BM shootings as well to multiple teams. There was a good reason behind this, by the way. Post game 3 in the Twitch chat, there was a little bit of smack going back and forth. Something about egos being fragile, and you know what, Genji stood tall and said the only thing that's going to be fragile is your limp, dead bodies. They crushed everyone, mind, body, and soul, and I would not be surprised if they are at the tippity top. 27 points to round out the day in the final game. This will no doubt put them at the top spot over on the leaderboards. They entered this game with 31 points. For comparison, Chet across the bridge. But the backstab coming in. Kiffer
No.
gets the bad news. This spot is no longer safe, and the push comes in from you and TFT at the same time. They take God spot back.
So easy. They're looking to hunt down Mythic. I don't see Mythic surviving this. There's not a world in which they can. Great spray coming through. The beam coming in, looking to finish off his food, and he will. My goat bloodhound over towards the other side as well. Oh, a little bit of a dance. The Serpentine coming through here. Oh, he's toying with his food. No, not like this.
Has still got that Re 45 to work with. Will crack him fast here. Looks like one's going to be down though. Player does get dropped by GX. Now the movement comes out from Tax. Second one's going to hit the deck, and it looks like it's going to be a clean sweep for UTFT to show dominance.
Stuck, I think, fortunately for them, just out the enemy line of sight. We are going to see the rotation start to come through from the side of Murky. The Horizon, of course, going to allow them to work their way slightly further up and take the top of that cliff line. But Jade's going to fall. Jado there to find one onto Trivia as well. And Miloshki left alive, the solo man, last man standing for the side of Dream Chasers. And well, you said Chets, they're going to be the ones who decide to see who comes out on top. And guess what, KP? They're going to say, you guys don't know what you're talking about. Murky
Season are one of them, but they're down to just 2. So many weakened squads at the moment. Cloud9 get eliminated as well. And suddenly we're down to 3. And look at all the vision that's been impaired. But Team Liquid want to get involved. They want to be able to use this castle wall to their advantage in this last circle.
They can also isolate this duo on the right-hand side thanks to the ultimate coming in from Catalyst as well. But also, it means they could jump from behind the curtain and cause some problems here. Team Liquid might be falling down, Sight takes to the sky, but he's just delaying the inevitable. Season will now move in. Liquid out, and it's Karasuno who move in for the win in game number.
Watson, but they are the team in the center, which means they will likely be the team that's going to be first to be under duress. Horizon makes the first move on high ground here, and rightfully so. Wise decision to take high ground and close your way in. That high ground's going to be all types of advantage. Mobile respawn beacon going to drop just for some extra cover. The damage has been done, and Horizon's going to be able to heal up.
So much shots going down, but it's mostly hitting the generator at the moment. Gaming Gladiators still a full 3 as Mimu is the first to go down from Horizon. So Gaming Gladiators still in one of the better positions. Artigo wants the swap but can't get the swap, but they are able to back off. They are trying to force LFO closer to their opposition right now as they can just hold down this ground and they can nade for free.
That's right, and those nades are going to connect. Not a lot of damage, though, courtesy of the nurse to the Arc Stars, but Gaiman does the damage. Bow check, bow in hand of Hardeki. He's going to connect. Horizon's going to be taken out first, and Gaiman Gladiators will clean up after. They're going to do it. Game number 3 with a 10-plus kill game for Gaiman. They go huge and respond to the Call of Duty, Dan.
It's about time. We saw the Gaming Gladiators do what we know.
Looking to reset their health pool. Zero up and alive and nicely healthy here as they're going to be able to try to go in for a head glitch by the train tracks.
I just gotta point out, it's a small play, but Luda doing such a smart job getting on that high ground to watch to make sure that Dark Zero doesn't third party an ape while his teammates finish those kills. That is massive. That's what allows MPL to hit a full reset, hit that Loba ultimate, and reset this 3v3 fight. If they win this game, it's because of that play from Luda.
And now with the black market, dude, they were hungry on loot. You see the Arc Star getting taken out too onto MPL, trying to pinpoint where that black market is, and now they can preemptively send it. Look at these Arc Stars though. Papon taking a lot of damage off of that PK. He can't finish him off. He's literally one shot. Dark Zero are not going to be able to try to fully send it.
Dark Zero's gonna pop and get the Evo shield through a black market for the 1v1, and that's gonna be enough. He's gonna win the 1v. Yes, he does. Zero with the win in the end. He is so damn clutch in those moments. Goes all the way into a black market to shield swap to Evo, and that is enough.
Long time though, and other teams are definitely going to be hearing all of this noise. You need to wrap this up pronto if you are either side. The Res now potentially coming through, and we will see Team Liquid, and unfortunately, the Revenant team has arrived, and they want to get involved. They heard the noise, and as all Revenant teams do, they get the third party.
I was going to say, Apex Legends, as we all know, it is a horror game in disguise sometimes, and when you see 3 Revenant shadows falling from the sky, it becomes even more scary. And now Complexity decide they want to get involved.
Holding them out as well. Like, if it couldn't get any worse, the team that previously won and the team that is currently on fire is going to be looking straight at you after you get past the team you can already see in front of them. So it is literally gladiators right now. You get past one beast, and unfortunately you have to face the wolf at the end.
It is literally the gauntlet, so to speak, and G2 are finding that out right now. Designful will go down. Chaotic will get a trade at least to turn it into a 2v2. He should have another one here. He could get all 3. G2 survive. Team Smiley taken down, but can G2 get access to zone in time? Chaotic should be able to get this battery off. Can they get up to that high ground? Can they force their way into zone without getting any kind of line of sight? It looks like G2 somehow have managed to do so.
Dark Zero around the corner though.
Oh,
there are Dark Zero, and Dark Zero maybe got caught unaware here. Didn't really notice G2 were going to be creeping up on them, and G2 might be able to take advantage of this, but they have to play it correctly because they are just a 2 right now.
Well, it's big damage coming in, and Dark Zero, game 1 was great. Game 2, not so good. G2 get revenge.
Rono and saying, hey, what are we going to do to make sure our storm point is on deck? But speaking of action, Sentinels jumping right in. Beat go crazy. Lou trying to make something happen, making that move over from Revenant to Gibby. And I was really hoping to see some success, but just fighting for their life in this contest against...
It's like KCP are making their push. I want to jump into a listening as the fight breaks out inside of this building.
Max, go break their jet if you can.
Like from a window or something.
This.
I can't really destroy it. I can't.
I'm peeking window right now. Back 1 or low.
Back 1. Can you
back
get
1. Back 1. Back 1.
I'm peeking.
Can you do something, baby? You cannot just sit there with your finger in your ass, bro!
Shut the fuck up. Shut up.
Please, I need you to fucking do something! You're Valk, fly in the windows, get angles!
Being an information player, like kind of a reconnaissance legend, it really helps to have that sniper on your back as well, especially when it's the Kraber. Oh, what a shot there! Drops down Coach.
And that eliminates Cat Jam, that's them gone. More damage now, and this is where UTFT, if they can start to take this engagement, they know that so much damage is being done, and even more from Nez.
Oh, you say that. It is all on Nez now. 1 versus 3 needs to hit the reloads off. Franco Bridge, they could win.
RG find some loot as well. I think they were desperate for loot. They were trying to find any kind of heals. You can see 4 cells now, 1 battery for Nathan, and he's got some a little bit closer company maybe he was expecting, as 2 more players are going to be down behind that Newcastle wall. So NRG have got to rethink this. They back up C9, also making a run in this lobby. Naughty in the kill feed, taking down enemy.
Yeah, C9 and Atlanta Premier, they are inside the building or around the building. They are 2 of the teams that have been there for so long. But now it's time to come out. Now it's time to actually try and get within this circle. Because look, in 14 seconds, this is going to start closing. We have 7 squads still remaining in this last circle. This is going to be absolute mayhem. Every nook and cranny is being held by someone right now because there's such little space to play outside of these 2 buildings.
Well, let's jump into a listening right now of NRG as this end zone approaches. It's presented by WD Black.
I'm breaking
We're still in here. We're still in here.
I know. It's walking in late. Above us.
Careful, on a roof, on a roof.
Yeah,
Crouch on me, crouch on me.
play something amazing, and it's Ascend who make their move in, Dan.
Ascend make the move, but there's still one team left on the building as well. But Ascend are doing the damage. Reply totem out. But who is still in that building? Hoodie manages to get a knock, but oh my goodness gracious, the damage from Ascend is insane right now.
Oh, that car is shredding, but Lukai gets the armor swap. He gets 123 as well, just when you thought he was going down. It's Ascend who stands tallest in
getting the beacon read off of Circle 1, and ESA, with only Capra alive, is fighting for his life. The poke pressure off the car, he's got the gold extended light mag though, so he can go back and forth between both his weapons. Look at the tracking off of Capra. This young legend with his reaction time and tracking is impressive.
Impressive. It's like his finessing right there, trying to pop that shield battery while undergoing a lot of fire, but this is not
outside of this spot, outside the fence, because the circle is going to be
Horizon available to pop that grab lift, right, to give them high ground at the last second, so it's not like they're going to be walking in on the low ground scars. Oh, here we go. Some grab lift action. K-Sweaty is just trying to get out. We see the black hole flatline hit fire going off, and it's just an all-out brawl. K-Sweaty trying to hit that bat in the air, but it's going to go down in the meantime. So Slayers in life and our last man standing for E6, and as I say that, they're going to fall. It's all down to Scars, baby. We needed you to come in strong here at Scars. Your match 1 victors. They did everything that we needed to do them, Vicky. We did not curse them. We didn't curse them.
Oh, thank goodness. Scars patience wins the race for them at the end of game number 1. Can we talk about the Renegade Trident that was floating up and kind of gave that gravity lift advantage to Reply Totem, who also was able to pressure out E6? They were the biggest threats and they pushed